Okay, this is Mr. Wyrick. I'm here to talk to you real quick today about the different kinds of interest and what it means to make money with interest. The first kind is one that we have not talked about in class. It's simple interest. If you have simple interest, it's calculated once off your original investment amount, okay? So let's say on every one of these, I'm gonna be depositing $5,000, okay? If I'm doing simple interest and it tells me that I'm going to get 4% simple interest, this is the one that we haven't done. Again, I'm just gonna take my $5,000 and I'm gonna multiply it by 0.04. So 0, 0, 0, 5 times 4 is 20. I've got 2 decimal places. I'm gonna make $200 off that on simple interest. The thing is about simple interest you only really want to use for short-term stuff because it's higher rates, because they're just going to give me this $200 every single time. So if they're giving me 4% per year, then the first year goes by, I will have 5,200. The next year goes by, I will have 5,400. The next year goes by, I will have 5,600. Okay, and that's it. It's just 200 every time. It's a linear function. This is not the exponentials that we've been talking about. The next one is the one that we're used to, which is compounded, and it's compounded annually. When they tell you something is compounded annually, we're gonna go with that same 4%, okay? But this time when we set the equation up, it's gonna be $5,000 times 1.04 to the x power, where x is my number of years. This is just like the ones that we had on the paper before. So compounded annually is really what we've been doing. It's compound interest. We gain a lot more. We'd have 5,200 the first year, but then after that, it's gonna go up more because it's gonna be 4% of that, and then 4% of that amount, and then 4% of that amount. So it's gonna increase a lot faster. The last one I wanna talk to you about, and this is, I think, as far as we're gonna go in this class this year, is compounded quarterly. Okay, this means that they are going to do it in every quarter of a year. So every 3 months, they're going to compound your money and make that redeposit. So the number is actually going to go up quicker than compounded annually, but there's a different way that you have to do this. They'll give you a rate still. We'll stick with our 4%, and that rate will be your annual rate. So if 4% is my annual rate, I have to find my quarterly rate by dividing it by 4. That means I'm going to get 1% each quarter. So what's going to happen here is I take my $5,000 that I'm investing, I'm going to put that at 1.01, and I'm going to raise it to my number of years still, which is X, but I'm gonna multiply that by 4 because it's gonna get compounded 4 times in that year because it gets compounded every quarter. This should guide you through the last question on today's and the only question that will be posted on Monday's assignment.